is taking a dip today, but he isn't swimming for recreation. Surf is here at Paws Swim Therapy in Alliston for rehabilitation after a recent injury.
And he's only 20 months old. He's an agility dog, and he's fractured his left hock, a small fracture, and so he's going to be down for a couple of weeks. So this is his only activity, is swimming. So we've managed to actually get him swimming because he really didn't want to go swimming. He doesn't like the water, but as you can see from today, he's now swimming on his own. He has a ball in his mouth, and he's able to play a little bit of a game with me.
Owner of Paws Swim Therapy, Tammy Bales, is using the heated pool to strengthen Surf's injured leg and allow him to get exercise without putting any strain on his injury.
I'm doing a hydrotherapy assisted swim with him, making sure he's controlled and also safe in and out of the water. So you got to lift him into the water, out of the water, because we don't want him re-injuring his hock again.
Tammy opened this clinic after her dog Abby was injured, and they discovered how helpful swim therapy could be for injured pets.
We actually were swimming her post-surgery in a barn. There was a golden retriever breeder. He was lovely. His name was Jim, and he allowed us to go into his barn, and he had a pool kind of like from Walmart that was set up, and it was much colder, and he allowed us to go in for 6 months twice a week to help rehabilitate Abby. So the swimming was actually helping her rehab. The surgery had failed, which was too bad. We didn't know that until afterwards, but needless to say, 6 months later, Jim closed his pool and we didn't have a place to go. And then it was summer, so we were able to swim her during the summer in my in-laws' pool. So the movement in the water and it being a warm pool is very therapeutic. Releasing all the pressure off the joints, whereas if they continue to walk and they continue to run, they're putting pressure on the joints. When you put them into the water, you relieve all that pressure, but they're still exercised. So that's why we knew that this is gonna work. And there's about a dozen of us across Canada that have a similar facility. You just have to kind of find out about them.
Faye is a Labrador Retriever that has tears in her ligaments. She has a few months of therapy ahead of her, but she gets to do her therapy with her owner, Joel Dorian, in the pool.
She has partial tears, so they're not in a full tear yet. The left is a little bit worse, and the right is just starting. So we decided that swimming would be great for her, and if they spent about 8 weeks with me, swimming her about twice a week, and then also making sure she's not jumping at home, that she's not, that she's having quieter walks, that she's on a leash, that she's not being allowed off leash, that if they stick to that, then things should go well for her. That's what we're hoping for in the end, that she doesn't have to have surgery, and that she'll still maintain her muscle mass, and that hopefully those ligaments will repair themselves.
Joel says he wanted to try something different than surgery, and this treatment seemed like the right choice.
Tried going to the vet and didn't work out, and we thought it'd help to do a different alternative to surgery, and it's working out so far.
But Tammy says this facility isn't just for swim therapy. There are many reasons that owners bring their dogs here.
I've had people call me that have agility dogs, and they would like to swim their dogs here in the winter because maybe perhaps they're dock diving dogs, and their facility doesn't open till about April or May, and they usually run till about October, November. So the winter months they'd like to cross train them, or they'd like them to come and still practice their diving. So I will do that as well on specific days. I have people who even want to just teach their dogs how to swim. So there's many reasons why they're calling me, but the hydrotherapy was the inspiration for the whole business.
One dog who's here for a different reason is Bagheera. He's a young male English Mastiff who needs a little help with his fitness.
His owner is a breeder, and he's also a show dog. So she wants him in here once or twice. He'll come during the month. And then the reason he's here is because she wants him swam for endurance, and it's for exercise, it's for endurance, and his lines become that much more defined. It's also great because he's developing, so this is a great activity as his bones are developing, because he becomes a large dog very quickly.
Bagheera's owner, Jane Mitchell, says keeping her dog healthy and active is important. She says this type of activity is a safe way to do that.
Because he's young, his joints are still developing, and we're putting way less strain on the joints, so it makes it better for him.
If you're interested in enrolling your dog into swim therapy, or you want to see what types of therapies are available here, you can contact them at 705-440-DOGS, or you can go to the website at pawsswimtherapy.com. In Alliston, Christina Valachi.